What's up, Forgotten Coast? I am Banjo and he is Scallywag, and as we are doing every week, we are here counting down all of the music and all of the artists on the Forgotten Coast, and we are together BS on the FC. What's shaking this week, Scallywag?
That's right. That's right. All right. Now we're doing Wednesday, July 1st, all the way to Sunday, July 5th. And what we have going on, of course, big firework situation. I mean, we got
America's 250.
everywhere. It's 250. It's a big one. So we're going to just go down the list. I mean, we don't know. We don't have all the answers, but we have some. And if you want more answers, you can go to our website, ForgottenCoast.live, look at the events, and you will see everything we know about what's going on. So I'm just going to go down the line. We got Wednesday. We're going to kick it off right in my little hometown, East Point Fireworks. Kind of see what's going on. We've got a lot of music at this one. So they just built a new park right there. It's kind of by Patton boat ramp there. We've got Captain Ron, Easton Bryce, Red Pirate Band, Ashley Morgan Band. That's a lot of music for one night at the 4th annual Freedom Fest. I can't believe it's only the 4th. Like, I barely missed the first one, but that's excellent.
They started it after you got here, man. You brought it.
I think I did. I think they did it for me. Maybe I don't. Maybe they thought I was going to come the first year, but I wasn't quite here yet. So we got Wednesday.
Scallywags in town. Arrgh.
That's right. So we got the Carabel fireworks on Thursday, and you know, man, for pictures, Carabel, that's the best, right? So last year I went to the Carabel one, and I was at Harry A's. Just kind of came outside, checked it out. You can get some great pictures. You're right on the water. There's going to be so many great venues there. You could be at Fathoms. You could be, you know, at the boat ramp there. But they got a parade from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then it looks like they got live music. I don't know exactly who's gonna be playing, but of course, Dark 30. We all know what Dark 30 means, don't we, Banjo? Why don't you tell us what Dark 30 means?
I'm tracking on Dark 30, man. That's about 30 minutes after it gets dark. Now, there's not a specific time associated with that. It's kind of how we tell time back up in the hills where old Banjo's from. You just talk about Dark 30, say it's getting dark about 30 minutes after that.
That's right. That makes sense to me. I'm not sure that that's exactly how it works, but I know when it gets dark, expect fireworks. That's all I know.
Expect fireworks.
Expect them to, whenever you start hearing noises, that's the fireworks.
Hey, that could be the phrase that pays this week, man. When it gets dark, expect fireworks.
All week. So now we're on Friday. Friday's a big one in Apalachicola. We got a couple of things happening. Let's check out so we got this little golf cart situation where we're going to decorate our golf carts. Are you going to be decorating your golf cart this year?
Man, my golf cart stays decorated 365, 24/7, my man.
So you're participating in this parade?
Nope.
All right, well, maybe next year. I know you're busy with your podcast and all that stuff.
I was going to say, man, I couldn't get the time off.
So we got 6 o'clock. Be there with your golf cart decorated. And then, of course, you know, you got the fireworks situation going on. Let's go back here real quick. So we get the fireworks. They're at, of course, Dark 30, but we got some music at 5 p.m. Not exactly sure who the music is, but again, Dark 30, we got some fireworks. So that's going to be on Friday night. And then all the big happenings happen on the actual 4th of July. We got the SGI 4th of July Water Parade. So that's where you basically get shot in the face with, well, you're not supposed to shoot in the face. Hold on. I think there were some issues last year, all right? I know there were some issues last year, but they've decided to continue on with the parade. So let's be a little nice to everybody. We don't need to be throwing things at people's faces, right? Be nice. We get your water guns. We're going to do the parade. It's 11 a.m. So it's going to be a full day out there on St. George. So you got that, and then of course you've got the also, I mean, we got a lot going on Saturday, right? So we got the Sop Choppy. They got a parade and fireworks, and they're starting at 4 p.m. So way out east, if you're out there in that neck of the woods, you're gonna have some stuff to do out there. Again, Dark 30. Bring your lawn chairs, if you will. Then we got the Port St. Joe golf cart parade again. We just have so much going at 6 o'clock for the golf cart parade. Port St. Joe. Mexico Beach also at Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Keep that in mind. Central Time. But again, when you see it getting dark, get prepped because the fireworks are going to start. You'll know when.
See, that's a cool thing, man. Dark 30 is the same on Central. It's the same on Eastern. It's always the same, man. It's dark 30.
It's always the same, yeah. And when you hear things start going boom, you know that's your signal. Get ready. All right, so we're still on Saturday, which most of the happenings there on Saturday. Now, Port St. Joe is saying 10 p.m. is when they're starting. So now you know
That's pretty serious to me.
p.m. So it's going to be nice and dark. That's going to be downtown area is a good place. The George Core Park, also a good area to watch it. So just check that out if you're out there. And then the SGI, it's going to be Blue Parrot's where you want to be on SGI. Blue Parrot's going to give you the best view, or anywhere around there, I assume. That's the 4th of July. Now we have on Forgotten Coast Live. We're kind of tracking everything maybe you need to know. If you know something we don't know, then send us a message right there. We'll add it to the list, and everybody will know exactly what's happening for the whole 4th of July, 250, all the festivities. So let's kick it off with all the music. We got Gulf County first, and I'm going to let you take it over.
That sounds great, man. I've been having a hard time staying quiet this long. So we're going to kick it in Gulf County, starting out first over at Mexico Beach, Beach Bear Coastal. So we're going to do it a little different this week. We're going to run down all the events that are playing at each venue as we do this. So we're trying to show you on the map and give you a little visual, kind of let you do a little association so you can figure out who you want to see and where you're going to go. So Beach Bear Coastal over at Mexico, we got Zach McFarland. Now, we talked about him last week. This guy's had a little run up in Nashville. He's got some cred. Solid player. How about a little clip there, Scallywag?
Yeah, let's hear a little bit of them.
Progress came to its toll in the name of flood control. Made the plan.
Nice, sounding good.
John Anderson, everybody loves that. Now he plays the Tootsies, so like Banjo just said, he's a little Nashville guys. He's wandered down here, kind of got lost on the Forgotten Coast. I got lost on the Forgotten Coast as well. So here we are.
Haven't we all? All right, next up, still at Beach Bear Coastal, we got Jack and Jen. We talked about these guys a little bit earlier, too, so let's have a little quick sound of them. Jack and Jen, 4 o'clock.
There was a mermaid down by the water.
Great sound. Good venue, too. That looks awesome.
It looks like they're right on the Forgotten Coast. They're right in the water. Hopefully there's no,
I would say that's probably a very good bet, for sure.
I'm hoping they're shuffling their feet. You got to shuffle your feet when you're in them waters.
I'm just hoping those guitars aren't plugged in. So, all right, now we're going to move down to Coneheads. This is over on Cape San Blas. We talked about this one last week as well. Kind of a little bit off the beaten path, but worth going down there to go check it out. So Thursday night, 5 o'clock, we got J.J. Marquez playing over there. Now, we all know that J.J. Marquez, part scratch, big band that plays around here on the Forgotten Coast. But J.J. doing some solo stuff. Always a good show. Get out there and check him out. 5 o'clock, Coneheads.
Let's check out a little bit of listen to him, so we'll see how it works. I believe he's actually performing right there at Coneheads. I can tell by the color of the railing. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I do believe that is Coneheads.
That sounds good. So staying at Coneheads Friday night. This is 6:30. Noah Swanson. So I don't think we listened to him last week. Let's give him a little taste.
Wrong and I'm never right. Why does it always end in a fight? End in a fight. End in a fight. End in a fight. I don't know.
Beautiful thing about living right here is there's a lot of talent that comes through town, and this guy he seems solid to me. Solid.
You know, speaking of a lot of talent, we have got 91 acts that we're going to cover this week.
Ooh, that
That's
is a
the
lot.
kind of talent that's coming through town. So let's keep this ball rolling. Over at the El Governor Beach Resort. This is also opening over in Mexico Beach. We got a little karaoke. It's going to be a good time. Get fired up for freedom.
Now you know I
The-
love karaoke. Now if you haven't been to the El Governor, I stayed there last year. Man, what a great place! Right there on the water. But at the base level there, you have a bar, and in the bar they're going to have karaoke. And I mean, you just walk right out to the beach, and what an amazing deal you get on. So that's July 3rd. I wish I could go. I don't know that I can
And
go.
if you stumble out to the right of that bar, you can go down to Hibachi Food Truck across the street and fill that belly.
Ooh, have not been there.
All right, hanging out still over in Port St. Joe. How about the Haunty Heron? Now, we got a lot of acts to cover here at the Haunty Heron. Starting on Wednesday, 7 p.m., Jared Harden. Let's give him a listen.
For a cowboy like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all
Man, I just want to keep listening because I love that song. I love George Strait. And of course, I love country.
Well, we've only got 79 more acts for their Scallywags, so you're going to have to listen to him a little bit later. You can go over to the website and give him a listen, ForgottenCoast.live, and I bet you got some good clips of him on there.
Isn't there an app as well, maybe for Android and iPhone?
Could be that. You're the tech guy. Lay it on me, brother.
Oh, yeah, there is an app. Just go download that app. Free of charge, of course. All of your acts are on there. You know what you can do? You can create your own schedule. You can create notification reminders. Everything. You won't miss an event if you get the app. But
Because it is important to make your schedule around what you're going to do at night and what music you're going to listen to. I mean, we are on the Forgotten Coast here, so we got to have priorities, guys.
what else are you gonna
All
do?
right.
This is what
Speaking of priorities, let's keep hanging out here at the Haunty Heron over in Port St. Joe. So this is Riley Anderson playing at 7 p.m. over there. Give him a quick listen. Thursday.
Let's go back on this. So, is it now? How do we say this? The Haunty?
Haunty.
Haunty.
It's kind of like a guttural thing. Haunty Heron.
Haunty Heron. All right. Let's listen to old Riley Anderson. See what he's up to.
It's a simple smile, it's hard to go the way he is, the love he shows, that's how I know. That's my boy, there ain't no doubt about it. From the looks of things.
I'm digging on that.
Good sound. Nothing wrong with that at all. Friday night, same venue, Joe Harley, 8 p.m. This is your Friday night headliner. This is going to be a good show. Check this one out.
Now, I have not heard of Joe Harley.
I make foolish people do. Said I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd know somebody like.
I do love that song. Now, you think there's any chance they could play the video in the background? Because
Man, I tell you what, that'd be
the video. For
pretty
somebody-
big night if it was, because that was Trick. I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, Saturday, hanging out there still, 5:30, the Ukulele Orchestra.
Now, I tried
Not
real
sure
hard
on
to
this
figure
one,
out-
man, and you want to help me out
Real
here,
hard.
Scally? You know this?
Now, I tried real hard to figure out what was going on here. I'm not real sure. I'm assuming there's some ukuleles involved, right? But I couldn't
better
find any
be.
kind of Facebook or anything. So if you're out there and you're listening to us and thinking, well, these guys are amateurs, you're right. We are amateurs. And we don't know. So, but we're relying on you to come tell us. So we will know in the future. So if you know something.
You know what else we don't know? We don't know how to play a ukulele, but I dig me some ukulele, so that could be a pretty trick show, man. We may need to check that thing out.
Now you're big on the banjo, right? Is that your?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, banjo's my thing, man.
Yeah. All right.
You want to hear a little clip?
Play it sometime.
All right. So Ukulele Orchestra opening up for Flabbergasted Band, hanging out right there about 6 p.m. Gonna be good.
Now these dudes, they rock. So just get ready.
Oh yeah.
I think what we're hearing there is their versatility, because they didn't rock on that song, but that was really good. But trust me, they also rock. I have to do one other clip. Let's just see what we got going on here. We all know what
Man, you just played that because it's Eagles, and the only thing you like more than karaoke is the Eagles.
That's right. I do love the Eagles. I went to the Hell Freezes Over tour. You know, it was one of those concerts you got to go to, and I'm glad I didn't miss it, and I didn't. San Antonio.
Nice. All right, wrapping it up on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Dylan Kelly wrapping up the weekend for Honey Heron. Roll him.
We got dust on our Bibles and brand new iPhones and wonder why we feel this way. Yeah, we walk with our eyes closed, blind leading blind folks, and now they're with his eyes.
Man, I just hear a little bit of that song, and he's spot on. You know,
That dude is spot on. If you guys go after the show Sunday, fill up his tip jar, maybe that boy can buy him some shoes.
that's right. Well, he's
All right, what else is...
got his hat game going.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got some hat game going on. He spent the money on hats, not on shoes. All right, over there, Port St. Joe still. Indian Pass Raw Bar. Now, we talked about this one before. This is the coolest little venue ever. Super cool way to go in there and get some food. Great place to hang out. We're going to run down what they got shaking this weekend. Wednesday, got a little DJ Diva Deborah. So we're going to get a little karaoke and some cool spins vibes going on.
That is exactly right. It is actually karaoke, 100% karaoke.
Nice. All right, Thursday night, Mike English. We've seen him play over there a good bit here in the last couple of weeks. This guy's super solid artist, great sound. 6 p.m. over there Thursday night.
That's right. Now we have a lot of people new in town, so we're going to have to play a little bit more of him. Just so they
Let's hear him, man. Never get enough.
See, we got a couple of options. Let's go with this one here. I do like that song as well.
That's pretty solid, man. Friday night. Friday night over there at Indian Pass Raw Bar, Dirt Road Sports. Now, I think you got a little backstory on Dirt Road Sports, don't you there, Scally?
I got a little bit. I don't know too much about him other than Evan Barber is
Right.
he's in the group. I don't know if he's the lead singer or if he's just in there contributing, but you know, I love Evan Barber. He's always great, and I think he's playing solo a couple of times, but let's listen to a little bit of him or
Each time we talk, I get the same old thing. I get no hugging, no kissing, I get a wet thing. My honey baby, don't put my love up on the shelf. He said, don't hang no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Man,
that
what a
song.
great version of that song. Little Georgia Satellites. Yeah, one of my favorites. Got to dig that.
heck yeah.
All right, wrapping it up Sunday. Ariel Casey. This is going to be 6 p.m. on Sunday.
She was born to be wild. Seems like.
Definitely Born to Be Wild. That's a great sound. Good cover of that song. All right, still hanging out over at Port St. Joe. Crazy Fish Grill. So, going to start it out on Wednesday with Mitchell Edwards. Crank it up about 6 p.m. over there at the Crazy Fish.
You can't ask her if it's pleasing, and you can't ask the wind to blow. But I would pop for you a time and pour myself some gasoline if I can't afford you.
It's a little singer-songwriter vibe there, but that's the
Man.
Turnpike Troubadours. So if you're singing the Turnpike Troubadours, again, I think I said this last week, but I mean, you're aces in my book because I love them. I love those guys. They're great. So if you know who they are, then even more extra points. It's like a little bit of red dirt. They're not really Texas country, which is where I'm from, Texas, but they're in that region, a little red dirt action. So
That's right.
love those guys.
Great
If you
sound.
know them, love it.
Sounds good. All right, Thursday night, Hunter Wall. We heard a little Hunter Wall last week. We're going to hear a little Hunter Wall this week too. 6 p.m. over at Crazy Fish on Thursday.
I fell in love for the first time in my life. But that's something that just don't happen twice.
There you go.
Nice.
I saw Hunter the other day at the High Five. Now that boy's growing out his hair real long. I don't know what his intentions are, but I mean it's getting pretty long. I'm pretty sure he shaved his beard at some point, but it's back. So if you missed the beard with Hunter, it's back. His hair's back. It's in full effect. You know, he plays fantasy football. He doesn't play it very well, right? But he's I know.
Scallywag just calling you out, brother.
I'm sure next season he'll do well. I think he's going to be commissioner next season, so we're hoping he's going to run a good league.
Despite his lack of football prowess and his grooming, it's a great show to go out and check out Thursday night at 6 p.m.
That's right.
All right, Friday night headlining Walter Woodrick. Now we talked about Walter and Mason last week, but this Friday night's going to be Walter on his own, 6 p.m. over at Crazy Fish.
Cries out from a baby bed. Brother runs in, feathers on his head. Mama's in her room, learning how to sew. Daddy's
That's just a good sound right there. You know, just some classic
Love it.
country, 90s country vibe going on there.
Chill out and have a good night. So this is his son. This is his son here, Mason, playing the next day. So apparently it runs in the family. Let's give him a listen. Nice,
Whoa.
great
A
sound.
little bit of Tyler Childers. That's excellent. So
Not an easy cat to cover. All right, moving on from the Crazy Fish, we're going to Lookout Lounge and Package, still over there at Port St. Joe. We're going to run through these pretty quick for you here. Wednesday, 7 p.m., we got the weekly dart tournament. Don't miss out. And then you got karaoke all weekend long. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cranking up out there. Go out there, sing your lungs out, have a good time, have a couple of drinks. It'll be a party.
yeah, now let me tell you. I mean, if you're into karaoke, that is the best place to sing karaoke. And I am partial to my own show, but I will say, like, that is, you're on stage, you kind of feel like a rock star. I've sang a couple times. I almost feel like I'm somebody when I'm singing over there. So if you're
Don't feel
intimidated
bad,
by-
Scallywag. You are somebody, brother. It's all right.
If you're intimidated by big crowds and maybe you're a little apprehensive to sing karaoke, maybe that's not the best spot. But that is the spot if you want to rock the house and really feel the energy. Boom, Lookout Lounge. You got 3 chances.
Love it. Love it. All right. Still over there in Port St. Joe, Red, White, and Brew. This is Leanne Carter. So this is going to be Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. Good way to start your week out. Let's give her a listen.
There goes some more Eagles. So she's from Panama City, but she's swinging over this way. I think she plays kind of all in this region, but if you're lucky enough to be in Port St. Joe on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, you can check her out.
That's a good spot to be in. All right. Slide over to Cape San Blas. This is the Scallop Republic. Headlining this week on Wednesday, 7 p.m. It's old Sticky Tim. Now, I was fortunate enough to catch Sticky Tim's show on Sunday here in town this week. And, man, I tell you what, every time I see him, I think that guy gets better. He's just got such a vibe and such a sound. You guys got to get out and see old Sticky Tim. 7 p.m., Scallop Republic.
Well, let's listen to him. But let me just ask you, did you get to hear Snake Farm?
Oh, I did not hear Snake Farm, and I was sad.
Yeah, I was there.
But I did get to hear Blue on Black.
There you go. We
Nice.
cut it a little bit short, but that's enough. That's all we need to hear. You know, we kind of.
I tell you what.
It's all about.
Guy plays a great show. Go out and see him. Talking about the guys that play great shows, Thursday, 7 p.m., John Sutton. Now, this guy I happen to know firsthand has played guitar with some pretty big acts up in the Nashville scene. A couple of boys named Big and Rich. He played guitar on a couple of their albums. And if you want to see a guy that can shred a guitar and sing you some songs and have a good time, go out and see old John Sutton. He's a solid act, worth every second of time you got when you're out there. Fill his tip jar up, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I was unaware of that, but I know he's from up north and swings through. Usually on the major holidays, he's down here probably partying and playing some music, and I've caught him a couple times. But let's listen.
Come, days are getting long. Waited on, waiting for the time to get it right, just to take you along, baby.
Just a great sound, you know. He's kind of like
Just a great sound.
reggae roots, Americana. I don't know, surf music. That right there was filmed at the Half Shell Dockside. You asked me, how do I know it was filmed there? That's because I filmed it. So if you want to check out, you can follow us on FC Live, ForgottenCoast.live. You can go to the YouTube channel. Just find us out there, and you can see all the. We just like to post a couple snippets of kind of what's going on over here, so you know, so we can play them here. So that was one of the things I filmed. It was an excellent show that day.
There you go. So Friday, 7 p.m., Caleb King, still over there at Scallop Republic. Let's give him a listen.
Now this guy's got a really great sound. I mean, it's top notch. I've not seen him. But.
She was built like a barrel racer. That's something, my friend, that I myself was not built to withstand. I ain't no cowboy, but I sure ain't no hat.
Now that's a
I dig that
sound right there, my man.
I dig
Holy
that. I
cow.
don't need all this loud rock and roll music all the time. You know, sometimes I just want to chill. So that'd be a
That's
great
right.
place to chill. And Scallop Republic is a great place to chill, you know. They
That
always
makes me
have
want to
a
go
good
buy a
show.
horse and a can of beans. That sounded incredible.
That's right. Get a rope.
Saturday night, Scallop Republic. We're going to hear the Smoldering Embers. This is going to be 7 p.m. over there.
I know you really want to be your own girl. Baby, you could never look me in the eye. Yeah, you fuck away.
Sounds like some classic rock to me.
No doubt. Yeah, that sounds great. Little Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty there. Good sound, good cover, no doubt.
Shiver Me Timbers, that's the Smoldering Embers.
I love the pirate jokes. Hey, speaking of connections, there he is, Sunday at 2 p.m. You know, we mentioned Evan Barber earlier, and we're going to get to hear him solo now over at Scallop Republic.
'Cause the highway's clear and there's nothing in the way.
You know what? Him and Caleb King, they should get together and do something, make some magic. It seems like they're kind of the same style. I like them both. So maybe they can
Man.
hook up. There's Friday and Sunday. There's a little bit of overlap. So maybe they can, they probably know each other. Who knows? I think everyone around here.
I like it. Now, this next band we're going to have to give a little shout out to. This was the first band. There we go. These are the first guys that reached out directly to old BS on the FC and reached out to Scallywag and Banjo, gave us a fresh clip that we're going to play. Now, I have had the pleasure of seeing this band play, and let me tell you, these guys bring the party. We had a...
I think I know what you're talking about. You saw them at the Hootenanny Hoedown.
There you go. I love it. We had a whole street shut down here in Appalachia. These guys had a stage in the middle of it.
Go ahead.
Listen to that sound.
Let's listen to it.
Sundays and the guitar go.
That is the sound right there. These guys have so much energy and so much sound that there's people in wheelchairs jumping up and dancing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't sit still when these boys are playing. I'm telling you, they got a great sound. Get out and listen to these guys.
Yes, love it.
All right, Port St. Joe Bar and Package, still over in Gulf County. We're going to run through these quick for you guys. We got a pool tournament over there Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Come shoot you 8 ball. Friday night, karaoke. We love karaoke in the Forgotten Coast, right, Scallywag?
Love it. Sang over there at With Palm Breeze. They run a great show, so go check them out. If you can't do it Friday, then do it Saturday.
Then you can do it on Saturday at 8 o'clock. And then Sunday, wrapping up the weekend over there, we got DJ Dane. Nice. So that's your week at the Taproot over at Port St. Joe. Good night.
Now we're going to the Taproot. So that was just to recap. I mean, you know, it's been a long week. That was St. Joe Package, but just across the street, basically. I mean, you just walk to the Taproot, and you more Palm Breeze karaoke on Thursday. So it sounds like you got options to sing karaoke with the Palm Breeze guys on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's no excuses, really.
You just got to sing your heart out, man. It is on the Forgotten Coast. That's what we do. Now, speaking about singing your heart out, I have seen these guys as well, and I'm telling you what, they will live up to their name. Loud Ass Country Band is a loud ass country band. They kick some butt. Go see these guys, 8 o'clock. Let's give them a listen.
So you know what you're getting into
That's
here.
right.
A little bit of classic rock.
A little bit of Southern classic rock.
Yeah,
There you go. Southern classic rock. I'm telling you, they'll blow the doors off any joint in town, man. And then wrapping it up Saturday, Overload. This is over at Taproot as well. So this is going to be 8 o'clock Saturday night.
These guys are rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So they are specializing, from what they say, 70s all the way through the aughts. Hard rock.
Not a chance you got a band name like Overload and you don't kick some butt. So that's going to be a killer show there. All right. Over there at Port St. Joe, the Mill Mercantile and Social. We got Pharaohs of Funk. Now, we gave these guys a listen last week, and I'm telling you, man, they're on my list to get out to here. I need to check this one out.
Heck yeah. These guys, I mean, they jam. Let's just check a little bit.
That's
I
right.
think this was taken at the Yacht Club. If you're going to see them, you're going to dance, right? You're going to get...
No way you're standing still.
You're going to have a great time, so... That's the Mill.
Good time, Saturday night. And that wraps us up for Gulf County. We're going to move on next to Franklin County.
All right, let me see if I can handle Franklin County real quick. All right, so we've got quite a bit going on in Franklin County as well, as you would expect. So we got the Yacht Club. We've got trivia night at the Yacht Club. Now, I've noticed that it seems like they had done trivia at one point, but maybe they're making a comeback. They're doing a little bit of trivia on Wednesday. That's tomorrow night. So go check it out at 6 o'clock if you want to show everyone how smart you are. When I go, I show everyone how dumb I am, so I tend not to go. Then we got Sticky Tim, which we've already heard, so I won't cover him again. But you know, Snake Farm, that's what he loves to play. And then My Dog, you know, the My Dog song.
He did do My Dog on Sunday, and that's absolutely one of my favorite numbers that he does because he does it so well.
He did. I enjoy whenever there's a dog named Houdini that will show up. And now Houdini will howl when he sings that song, just instinctively howl. So maybe we'll see Houdini at some point. I don't know if those guys are coming into town, but that's Chris and Tamara. Hopefully they'll bring Houdini in to the Yacht Club on Thursday, but we'll see. Now we got Bo Spring Band. Now he's a big player around here. You know, he's kind of got a big following, but we got some tunes we'll listen to.
An Indian summer night, slow down. Talk this over. Don't forget to slow down. Start it all over.
Just a smooth. That's just a great sound. But I know that, you know those guys. I have seen a few sets from them, and they're really solid. So go check them out at the Yacht Club on Friday night at 7 o'clock. I think the Yacht Club is closed on Saturday, so if you had plans to go on Saturday, yeah, figure out something else.
Not gonna happen.
Bell's Winery and Saloon, which we are all too familiar with Bell's. We love Bell's. It's true. So we got Corey Hall, which also we love Corey Hall. I've probably seen Corey Hall 10 times, and he's always
I've seen him 11.
11. Well, you know, show me up there. And he's he's such a great guy. He's a nice guy. So go check him out. He's just got a unique style. Let's listen to some of them. But he's a great dude. Love that sound. So that's a little bluegrass, folk, Americana, let's say.
Got a little Delta blues, bringing back the old blues. Yep.
There you go. So that was Wednesday. So then on Friday, we got Tyler James again. We've heard some Tyler James, but let's hear him again. Let's refresh everybody's memory, especially for people that are new in town. They're going to want to hear Tyler James.
Because there's a man down there. Lord, it just might be your man. I said, Lord, it just might be your man.
Now, I think that shows how awesome vocally he is, but you know, his show isn't precisely all of that. I mean, he's got a pretty versatile lineup. I've gone and seen him a couple times, and every time has been.
I've seen him a few times too. So little trivia there. You know, old Banjo sometimes bartends at Bell's Winery and Saloon. I happened to be behind the bar there last Sunday, so you just never know. You roll up in there, Banjo could be serving them beers.
Maybe you would give somebody a sticker if they came to the bar and asked for one. You would say, "Here is a BS on the FC sticker."
That will happen.
They could put it on the golf cart. They could frame it, maybe put it at their house, maybe above the fireplace.
I'm not even going down that road.
All right, this is an odd venue. So this is a kind of a new venue. I didn't know they had music there, but on Coastline RV Resort, if you look at the map, zooming in and out, it's like right there in East Point, Florida. We've got John Jeremiah, which we saw him last week playing at Fat Daddy's. I think he's going to play at Fat Daddy's a little bit more, but let's listen to him right here. He's at singer.
Would you mind if I send one back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another.
So he's playing
little Aaron Lewis cover.
He's playing some country there, and but he kind of is pretty versatile. I think he likes a little bit of 90s stuff. I've heard him a couple times, and he's kind of all over the place with genres, so go check him out. And now East Point Beer Company right down the road. We got open mic on Thursday. If you want to sing, if you're in town, you think, I need to sing. You know, you got a couple of options, and this is one of them. So 6 o'clock on Thursday. And then, of course, we got Sticky Tim. Sticky Tim is the most prolific singer on the Forgotten Coast. We're going to call it. Last week, I ran the numbers. I don't even want to tell anyone else the numbers. I don't want to embarrass them because Sticky Tim will outperform, outwork, and outshow. As far as numbers, Sticky Tim's the man.
It's a hard-working act right there, man. Love that guy.
He is. Now we got Fat Daddy's Smokehouse. That's John Jeremiah. We just listened to him, so he's going to be there Friday, 5 o'clock. That's a great venue. Let me just zoom back over here. So this is right on the water. Actually, that video we saw was taken at Fat Daddy's a second ago. And that is a stage outside, right on the water. Great barbecue. So if you're hungry and want to listen to some tunes, 5 o'clock Friday.
Is that a trailer park?
Well, it's more of an RV park. I don't think it's really called a trailer park. When I think trailer park, I think of Toby Keith and his song Trailer Park, right? That's
perfect.
There's plenty of trailer parks in the area, I'm sure of it.
Love it.
We got Fathoms in Carabel. Now this is a great venue, right on the water. You can look at the boats. It's a great place for sunsets. I mean, this is where you want to be if you want to do open mic. If you want to do open mic and you're a little apprehensive, maybe you're not skilled, maybe you're just kind of working up the courage, right? You want to be in East Point. But if you're like right on the threshold, maybe you do gig, maybe you're about to gig. Fathoms, man, that to me that's an intimidating place to do open mic. But it's also very talented. So if you want to go and just listen to some great acts doing a couple of songs, then that's the place to be. They have a house band that they'll back you up if you're just going to sing. So you don't even have to have your music. If you don't have your instrument, that's fine. Just show up there. They'll play back up for you, and it's an amazing show. They got some great food there as well. So, and cold beer. I don't know how they
Can't go wrong.
They got the cold.
Never go wrong with a cold beer.
Right. Well, now what about Sauce Boss? Are you familiar with Sauce Boss? Have you seen?
I am familiar with Sauce Boss. Now this is a show, folks.
You can tell by that picture. Look at that cat. I mean, let's listen to some, and you can kind of see
What the boss man said, but I can't sit down.
That cat's cool.
No.
Right? Now the deal with the Sauce Boss, from what I understand, I've not seen the Sauce Boss in person, but he's basically cooking gumbo right on stage. Is that true?
That is what I have heard.
So he's like mixing the ingredients as the show goes, and then at the end of the show, you get to eat the gumbo. Is that the deal?
I mean, you can dive right in, dude.
Man, that's amazing. So that's Friday. Fathoms in Carabel. Now, what about Saturday, you say? We got Frank Jones Band, and we got a clip of Frank Jones Band. Now, for the most part, Fathom seems like it's kind of like a southern rock mecca. You know, that's where you want to be if you like that sound. You know, kind of like the big band kind of type of thing. And not too many singer songwriters rolling through there, from what I've seen. They like to rock and roll. They like to dance. If you want to dance, they got a little area right in front of the stage. You got plenty of opportunity to dance. Now Sunday, we got the Alley Cats at 2 p.m. I bet you're going to dance on this one too. Let's hear it.
Ooh.
That sounds real nice. Now you're going to dance, but you're going to slow dance on that one, huh?
Well, that's slow dancing is for cats that can't dance. So there you go.
That's right. The Alley Cats, as a matter.
Hey, who wrote that song?
Who wrote that song, you ask?
Oh, you asked me 2 weeks ago, and you busted me on it. There you go, little
David
DAC.
Allan Coe wrote that song. You first performed it not in that style. It's a little bit different. So if you want to hear two different versions, you got the Chris Stapleton version, which is what that is, but you got the David Allan Coe one. I think even George Jones performed it. I think David Allan Coe wrote it, and then George Jones performed it. I could be wrong on that. You know what? If I'm wrong, send me hate mail. The one thing I love is hate mail. So...
And where can we send that hate mail, Scallywag? And there's a little tracker going right across the top.
That's right. Just text to this number you're going to see. It says call or text. I mean, if you call, ain't nobody going to answer. But if you leave a voicemail, we'll hear it. But there you go. Text. That's how you really want to do it. We don't have time to be answering phone calls. I'll tell you that much. All right, we're back in Carabel. We're still in Carabel. We're at Harry's Bar. We got trivia on Wednesday. That's tomorrow night. We got a pool tournament. They got a good pool set up in there. I think they've got 3, maybe 4 pool tables over there. If you like to smoke and play pool at the same time, that's your place. That's your place, right? The bar is separated. So if you don't want to smoke, you can hang out at the bar. But if you do want to smoke, you go hang out and play pool. And it seems like there's always a lot of people in there. So pool tournament Thursday, 7 p.m. And then, of course, our favorite, karaoke, 8 p.m. That's going to be Friday. That's a pretty good show out there as well. All right, now we're coming over here to Apalachicola, the High Five Dive Bar. One of my little places to hang out there. Ronnie and Becky are always nice, and they have cold beer. So that's your thing, that's the place to be. We got open mic with Tommy Cooper. And the good thing about open mic with Tommy Cooper is you get to hear Tommy Cooper sing. So he'll gig around, he'll play a whole, the whole 3 hours, but maybe you just want a little bit of taste test of Tommy Cooper. He's going to start it off and he's probably going to end it. And he's always does a great job. So check him out. There's always quite a bit of talent there at High Five. So that's Wednesday at 6 p.m.
You might check out the new VIP room over there at the High Five Dive Bar too. This is a good time of year to be checking that out. So it's pretty cool area.
A little bit of AC back there. I have not been invited back, and I did peek in whenever they were going through the construction phase. So I haven't really. No, you know what? That is not true. I did go in there and I sat in the couch, and the couch was amazing. I totally forgot about that. Maybe I was drinking some of that cold beer and it kind of slipped my mind.
Maybe that's why you didn't get invited back.
Yeah, I should have wore pants, I think. So
it's not that kind of VIP room, brother.
Yeah, found that out the hard way. But you know what? It's a great room. I don't know what's going on. You know, it's new, so there's probably no shenanigans yet. So you probably want to check it out before the shenanigans. I could be wrong on that. I'm probably wrong on that. We'll probably have to cut that. You know what? If you see that, that means I was unable to cut that segment out, and then here you are. Just ignore it, all right? It's going to be fine. Now we got Easton Bryce, 2 p.m. on Friday. This is a doubleheader. Now Friday is the big day in Apalachicola because that's also the fireworks. So what you're going to do is you're going to get there early. You're going to see Easton Bryce perform. And we got a little bit of clip of him. He's the 15-year-old phenom, lives here locally. So you can hear a little bit of him. This guy's going places. So if you want to see him at the start of his little career, then there you go. Just maybe get your autograph early. Maybe you could put the age by it just in case, he does become something. You'll have that in your back pocket there. We got this.
Hey, what were you doing when you were 15 years old there, Scallywag? Swabbing the deck?
I was sniffing glue, and I don't even want to tell you. What did you say? What would you think I was doing?
I figured you were swabbing the deck. That's what young pirates do, right?
Oh, that is true. Well, they were making me walk the plank, unfortunately.
Oh, well, there you go.
Fish me out. They did use me as bait. Did you see that girl that got used as shark bait? She was the bobber. Kind of went viral there for a second. Look it up.
Ouch.
I'm sure it happened in Florida. I saw something about it. All right, we got the Sons of Saints Friday night. Let's listen to some of them. They're going to be... Little Van Halen right there. And then
very nice.
So that's going to be Friday night, 7 o'clock. So I'm assuming, the fireworks are going to be about 9. What did we say? Dark 30?
Dark 30.
Yeah. So there you go. That's going to be a great view. You could be in the High Five, just step outside, watch the fireworks. You don't even have to go into the chaos. You don't want to get into that mess, right? I don't.
I don't.
We got the... how do you say this?
The old
Sons. It's not the Olay Sons. There's no little...
You got to drag it out like that, though, man. You can't say it fast. It's like the old Sons.
The old Sons.
There you go. You got it.
Wait, is that the Olsons, like from Full House? Or is it something different, right? Yeah, I'm seeing the picture. I don't think that's them. I don't know.
You went down a weird road, man. Let's go back to the music.
Sometimes that will happen. Okay, I couldn't find anything on the old Sons. So if y'all know something, or if you are a member, maybe you're Andrew or you're Chase, send me like a little bit of clip of some audio so everyone knows what you're getting into. You can just comment on the YouTube video. You can comment on the post. There's many opportunities, or just text us. We'll figure it out.
Nice.
All right. Well, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to handle it? You know what? Take this one over. This is Patty's. I'm getting
Patty's Raw Bar. How do they squeeze this much music into 5 days at Patty's Raw Bar? I know they just celebrated 11 years over there, but man, they're kicking it off. So Wednesday, we've got Singo, 7 p.m. Boom. Right behind that, Joshua Travis working 3 p.m. I guess that's actually right before that. We just got it backwards on our little visual here. But so,
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. Let's listen to some, though. We don't want to get distracted by timing. 3 o'clock.
She comes from a silver spoon, golden rule, private school, never made Sunday church. I come from blue collar, low dollar, out there where concrete meets red dirt. And I don't know what happened, but it's
now that's a sound right there, guys. If you're going to cover Red Clay Strays, then you got to have some skills. I've seen Red Clay a few times. They're amazing. And that's a good rendition. So take us up to Thursday. This is going to be 2 p.m. in the afternoon. This is Dana King.
Deep talks, got a little books on a snapshot and disappear. You like the rush to feel it, coming back to leave it, taking my heart, my love, I get a shot soon. Walls up, windows down, you roll in, you roll out like it's Sunday.
Great sound.
Excellent.
Okay. 7 o'clock Thursday night, we've got Mind Plays. And we listened to these guys last week for the first time. Had a great sound.
Yeah, you know what sticks out to me is the jump kick. So check this out. These guys are rock and roll.
That's a party right there if I ever saw it. Now that's...
You know what? I can't get to it, but you know what that means? That means you're just
You got to go to the show.
You got to get the app. You got to go to the website. You got to go find that video and see him do some jump kicks because it's pretty impressive.
All right, so the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're just going to kind of combine some of this stuff up and let you guys hear some of it. We talked about John Sutton earlier. Told you this guy is down from Nashville, played with some big name brand bands up there, just shreds the guitar, and he's got a voice that just goes on forever. So get out and see old John Sutton. He is worth the time to get over to Patty's. Now, Sierra Griggs is going to be opening up for John on Saturday. She's cranking up about 1 o'clock. Let's listen to a little bit of that.
If you wanna try to love again, baby, I'll try to love again, but I know the first.
Now, those two shows there, you've got Sierra playing at 1, you got John Sutton coming on at 7 on Saturday. That ticket is so good, they're going to repeat it again on Sunday. She's going to play again at 1. John's going to come back on again at 7. And I'm telling you, that is worth seeing both nights. I bet you go Saturday. I bet you go back again Sunday.
Why not? Why not? Yeah, that sounded really nice. A little bit of Sheryl Crow there. So, all
Great
right.
couple of shows there. Your hangout.
You know what? Let me talk about this because I'm actually wearing the gear. Because this is my hangout. The Red Pirate Band playing Friday at 7 o'clock. So we do have a little bit of clip of those guys playing. Let's listen. So those dudes are going to rock it out, you know, a little Southern rock. So that's Friday, 7 o'clock. They'll go to about 10. And then, of course, Saturday, karaoke, 7 o'clock. So they got a couple of situations there. They got a couple of stages out there. They got the front stage right there by the street, right there at 98. So that's where karaoke takes place. And then they've added this stage in the back. They got the big TV back there. They've got it's all outdoor, but it's covered. Great little venue, and that's probably where Ashley Morgan is going to be playing. So let's listen to her. Now she's well known in the area. I assume she's from the area, so she's always playing. She's playing the 4th of July thing as well.
Barstool calling a broken heart's name. No
on fire, as you can tell. Now she's like I said,
Really?
she's playing on the she's playing for the firework display there in East Point. That is tomorrow night. They got their new little stage out there, new little park. So go check her out both nights if you want. So that's either Wednesday or Saturday. I'm sure she's going to be elsewhere as well because she plays a lot. All right.
Nice.
And now how are we going to say this? Wakulla. Is that how we're going to say it?
Wakulla County. So this is our last region we're going to cover. So we have made it all the way to Wakulla on the east side. So we got Panacea. This actually, we're going to start in Stop Choppy. Let's start over at Stop Choppy at Civic Brewing Company. We got bingo night Thursday at 7 p.m. Come get your bingo on.
Heck yeah.
Hanging out still at Civic Thursday 7 p.m. We're going to move on from there. We got Salty Donkey. This is over in Panacea. So got some live music going on over there. Friday 7 p.m. Lauren Wilhelm. Let's give her a listen.
That's Salty Donkey right there on the water. Amazing food. It's like a little tiki thing out there. It's a great setup. So let's look.
They say Friday, starting in my heart, reaching up for you, she's bringing me out the door.
Excellent sound there. Looks like she's on the piano sometimes and the guitar. So go check her out.
Very talented. Saturday night. Don't call the kettle black. It's going to be 7 p.m. over there at Salty Donkey in Panacea. Let's give them a listen. This is a new one for me.
Mama told me when I was young.
Now, can you play the banjo like that?
Oh, man, not a chance. If I
Not a
could, I'd
chance.
be playing at the Salty Donkey. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you, Jack.
Yes, Kettle Black, 7 p.m. So that is a Tallahassee cover band, rocking a little bit of country, of course.
Love it. Sunday, wrapping up over at the Salty Donkey. We got Double Take, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Get out there, get your mimosas on.
Now, I would love to play you a little bit of Double Take, but I couldn't find anything. And there's a lot
All right,
of bands
so-
named Double Take, I will tell you that. So you guys with the Double Take crew, hit me up. Let me know. what
Reach
you're
out.
about. I can't figure out I can't even figure out your Facebook page. So just hit me up and we'll get you included.
Reach
in-
us out and we'll get you squared away. Just text that number up there. That's Scallywag's mom. She'll take care of it.
Yes, she's my secretary. All right.
Over in Crawfordville, the Senior at Wildwood. Oh my goodness, there's karaoke again. Now we love us some karaoke in the Forgotten Coast. I ain't gonna lie, it's a good time. So 6:30 on Thursday over at the Senior. You done that one too, there, Scallywag?
I have done that one. I have done that.
I had a feeling.
It is nice. I like it. So it's right there on the golf course there. So go check it out with Jenny, I believe, and she runs a good show. So
Very nice. Friday night, you got Rick Ott Band with Lindsay Evans playing at 7:30. Let's give them a listen.
you know what I would love to give you. We're going to try and give it a listen, but I think I had struggles with this one as well. I think. So we know what that
There
is.
you
That's classic rock, southern rock, whatever you want to call it. I'm not completely sure that was Lindsay Evans that was singing, but that was Rick Ott Band. So you're just gonna have some fun. You're gonna rock it out with those guys.
Hey, it's live music. Go have a good time. Saturday night, 7:30 again. CJ and the Dead Men with Lauren Wilhelm. We heard a little Lauren Wilhelm earlier. Let's see what it sounds like with CJ and the Dead Man.
Well, I would love to show you that, but
That was a set.
again, another one. Just a little bit of struggles on that one, but we did hear Lauren, so we know what we're getting there. So
We know she's got a great sound. So if you're part of CJ and the Dead Men, reach out to Scallywag's mom and then phone number up there, and we'll make sure that it gets taken care of.
that's right. And then of course we're back to Rick Ott Band. We just heard them, so we know what they're all
Perfect.
about.
That's 6:30 over there. So Tropical Trader Shrimp Company. Now we were cutting up a little bit about this last week. You know, you may not think it's a music venue, but it absolutely is. It is not a fish house. It's a good place to go listen to some music.
That's right.
Friday night, 6 p.m. Got the Alley Cats over there. We heard a little clip of them earlier. So Saturday night, Dana King playing, actually Saturday afternoon, I guess.
Yeah,
Dana King playing over there at 4 o'clock. So I believe we got a little clip of her.
I think we heard her, but let's hear her again.
We did.
Version.
If I still had a heart, but there's nothing left. 'Cause love ain't a dream, it's a house set to burn. Can't find the courage or strength to return.
That's a great sound. That's worth listening to again.
Heck yeah. So 4 o'clock.
All right, so doubleheader over there, you got Madden Metcalf. Now this cat right here has got a polished kind of sound. This guy has got it going on. Let's give him a listen here real quick.
He's got an amazing shirt there. I don't know if that's your style, but I mean that's a great shirt. I believe this guy has gone off maybe to Nashville, and he's somebody, but perhaps this is his hometown. He's coming back to his hometown to play for his peeps. Is kind of what I
nice.
What if I held you closer? Would we be sitting on the beach somewhere? Cheap tequila, drinking in a fold-out chair. Put your feet up, nothing but your flip-flops on.
That is quite the double bill there. Dana opening up at 4 and Madden coming on at 8:30. Tropical Trader Shrimp. You need to go over and check that out for sure in Panacea. Now we got Lauren Wilhelm. We listened to her a few minutes ago, so she's going to be playing Sunday at 1 p.m. over there at Tropical Trader. Definitely worth going out and give her a listen.
Now let me tell you something about Tropical Trader. You wouldn't think this, especially by the name of it, but the pizza there is amazing. So if you're burnt out on seafood, you've been, this is gonna be Sunday at this point. You're like, all right, I had too much seafood. Get the pizza. It's amazing.
Nice, good local tip, and that is going to bring us to the end of our 4th of July, celebrating America's 250. So, as always, you can reach out. Give us some feedback. We've got the numbers right there. You got all the ways you can get in touch with us. Find us on ForgottenCoast.live. Go download the app. Call Scallywag's mom at the 850 number. Send us a text, just like Palmetto Kickers did this week. Good to hear from you guys, and we'll get your name out on the show just like we always do. We'll give you a special shout out. And if you happen to see old Banjo down there at Bell's Winery and Saloon bartending sometime, ask him about old BS on the FC, and I'll get you a cool sticker. I think that skunk ape's getting mad at us for using his image. Did you get permission to use that?
I did not.
Oh, we're in trouble, brother. That thing's coming for us.
I think we're gonna have to get in front of this. Maybe we're gonna
have to work on that, buddy. Know what?
We're gonna have to go after him before he comes out.
I know a guy. Old Banjo knows a guy.
All right.
We got to get the upper hand on the old skunk ape.
We'll sync up on that, but for now, we're out. Enjoy the week. It's going to be a great week. Celebrate the 4th, 250, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Happy 4th, Forgotten Coast.
Heck yeah.